Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Juju, good morning. Adam, good morning, good to see you, buddy. Brad, good morning. James, how are you, sir? Jeff, good to see you. Good morning. Josiani, Josiana. That's I gotta work on that one. Josiana, how are you? Good morning. Robert, good morning. Stephen and Omer, good morning. Tafita, good morning. All right, guys. As far as the economic calendar, we don't see anything of red folders pending today. There's at the top of the hour FOMC member bars peaks, but that's not a red folder, so it may not be market significant. And let's take a quick look at NQ. NQ is heading toward, and it just finished closing the target, which is Globax. Next target is 223 and a half. Pullbacks are buyable, but just be concerned that see that? We are in this zone, the Globex band zone. So the market is going to be more of a consolidative market than a trending in this area. The next target is 223 and a half. The 200 and the 100 are in sync, but we are in that zone. So here we go. I am gonna post an order just to make sure that my system is operating accurately. Here we go. That's a pending order long, pending order long. And let's see if I can do pending order short. Canceling those orders. Here we go. Here we go. That's coming in quick. All right, here we go. All right. My system is operating well. We're coming into the middle of the range on the 200 NT ring, which is this is an area where you have to be a bit careful. We have Harmony Zone number one, which is 73 by 63 and 48 by 38. So whenever you are in and around this area right here, you should expect this type of behavior, which is a back and fill behavior. So this is not an area I want to get too excited about being long or being aggressive on the long side. I'm gonna, especially early in the morning on a Monday. Let the market work itself out here. Josh, good morning. See, they're putting a switch trade right here, and that is a negative behavior. Yeah, see that? That's a negative behavior right there. It's channel number 2. Here you go. I mean, an aggressive play would be if the market gets to 83 half short into the test of harmony zone number 1. But I'm not gonna play that game. I'm gonna see like this right here should flush lower. I just want to see what the market does, especially around glowbacks. I want to give it that first half an hour and make about 5 assumptions about the market here. Like, what is this? They're gonna put a captain setup right there. ES hit target number 3 and pausing. Yeah, see that's yeah. See, switch trade into a captain setup and retest. Okay. The longs are not done yet here. We wanna be very patient here. 0 plus 1 0. Good morning. Good morning. Gassan. Good morning. -2, -1. Yeah, I mean, you'll see the trade exactly where I put him in. SNK, good morning. So what is the market doing right now? It is building a base right here. It broke this channel. It's basically oscillating, consolidating and resting around Globex, and that lends itself to a very kind of tight consolidation. Eventually, it's going to break either way, uh, but this is not a place I want to be active in. No. Let the market decide. Either it's going to go above 225, and then even then you got a target at 43. See, this is it. See this right here? In order for us to get a trending market, you have to either get above 248 or go under 143. All right. See what they just did here. They put a cap and set up short on ES, and they're rolling it over. If they start breaking anything above 44, 42, the longs are trying here, but you can see how lethargic the price action is. Okay, so they tested it here in ES, and they're coming back in. So this market is struggling. Yeah, this is they're struggling here. We're about to test harmony zone number 1. 200 NT Rinko and 100 NT Rinko are out of sync. So we're coming to the bottom end of that 140. That's what we want to see. We want to see decisiveness here. So they put a captain set up long here, and then they shifted it. And you could see how the moment the market shifted here, the market was in a bit of a tight range. And we needed to see either a 182 break or 216 break. So that this market is still in that consolidation phase. We don't have a trending market. We need a break below 148, actually 140, to start getting directional bias to the short side. Right here, this market is vulnerable to go back all the way to 200 and retest glowbacks. The 200 and the 100 are out of sync. What does that mean? That means it's a two-sided market, and the longs are taking a step back, and the shorts are presenting themselves. Where would the market get back in sync on the long side? If we break anything above 200. So the 200, which is glowbacks, glowbacks is 198 and a half to be exact, is going to be a critical level for the rest of the day. Nothing for me to do here. It's just simply we are going to be watching the market and waiting for 9 o'clock to show up, and just continue to read the market and see how well we're connecting with it. All right, so here we go, a continuation trade. See how on ES we came back to that same level and pulled back, and look, yeah, this is, there you go. So target number 3 is hit. So now what are we looking for? We're looking for a close at 122. So you're getting the 40 here. We're starting to trade under the Globex band. And guess where we're going? 134.75, and you know what that number is, right? That's the FOMC number. Good morning, Hanson. You got a big fish? Here it comes. So we hitting that target, the 135, and heading toward the 123. Man, this market is selling. So that's going to put us in a position where once we break that 123, we're going to start looking for, entry points on the short side. 851, and the next target on the short side is going to be 98. 98. Rallies are shortable in this market, and we finally got what we needed, and what we needed is a break below the Globex band. So this band right here from 149 to 250, that is going to lend itself to a continuation trade and a potential breakdown below 15,081, and then we can see targets like target number 5 and target number 6, which is 49 and 15,000. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's the, yeah, we don't have any high impact news today. Here comes 123 and 98. 98 is the next target. Yeah, in comparison to between ES and NQ, definitely NQ is a lot weaker. ES is holding up the line. Next target coming up. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. Here it comes. All right, so we hit that target. Next target is 73 and a half. We hit target number 4 to the tick as well. Such a surprise how ES is behaving. Still strong. Still strong. We haven't turned and reversed ES. The reversal price is 44.17. All right, 2 minutes to the top of the hour. So we have harmony zone number 1 now. It's 123 by 133 and 148 by 158. We have a disconnect of the harmony wave. So what will get us back to entry on the short side is to see a new harmony wave short showing up. Okay, so most likely what we're going to experience here is the market going to go back in a fill mode and try to test this yellow zone, which is harmony zone number 1, potentially go back up to not Globex, but the FOMC number, which is 135, 134.75, and then we can see how strong the shorts are. Yeah, that's it, James. That's exactly what it's doing. Like pop, 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 pop. It's just going back and forth, chopping people around. All right, 9 o'clock, top of the hour. We're getting a little bit of a fade here against the shorts and a potential retest of harmony zone number 1. See, here it comes. See the market, how it's backing and filling into the zone and that target. It's kind of predictable in a way. ES is making a move. I mean, literally, they're about to close that target. I mean, the disconnect between ES and NQ is just too much here. Compulsive. Compulsive. All right. So the big test to this market is going to be right here between 150 to 160, that zone, because it's going to be the the bottom end of the Globex band plus harmony zone number 2. So the shorts need to show up and show up in force in and around that zone of 150 to 160. If they do fail and this price runs up there, consolidate, make a higher low, then the probability is we're going to go back to 173, then start digging back up toward the 171, and that doesn't bode very well for the shorts. So this zone right here we're coming up on is very, very critical. And this market is not, it's not past trying to do a V recovery. I mean, this is how they screw a lot of people anyway. Is they give the impression of a continuation short and then just reverse it completely. So we need to be patient here and just watch and see how well this level is going to be handled. How is the harmony zone number 1 is going to get handled, and then we'll make decisions. On the 50 NT wrinkle, we're in the middle of the range. On the 70 NT wrinkle, also we are in the middle of the range. Gassan, I mean, you're seeing how we're analyzing the market. We're giving it enough time. It's the first half an hour on a Monday. We're spending a lot of time being patient and waiting and analyzing the market. And once I see something worth running into and trading, then I'll just jump in. I mean, obviously, we're making an assumption that as long as the market continues to trade under that 148, which is under this Globex band, that the market will continue to trend to the short side. That's the assumption that we're trying to make here or making here. But we need to see the 3 elements of a trade: the environment, the behavior, the signal. We have the environment, and actually the environment just got disconnected once the market ran up past the 135. So we need to see the NQ move on to 98.75 in order for us to get engaged on the short side again. So that's one element, and we need to see this cloud shift negative. Okay, if it doesn't do that and we start trading anything above 159, then we may need to start considering the long trade. It's all about patience. Yeah, I mean, you're trying to go short in NQ, and basically what we're saying here is the market going to have a breakdown below 85, and ES is running up. I mean, how is that? ES is not helping NQ at all. They're not helping NQ at all. Here we go. We closed that. What a reversal, right? And now the next target back up to 198. We're gonna go to Globex again. I mean, that's how they trap people, literally. That's how they trap them. The odds of getting to 198 is high. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, good morning. Oh, here you go, Adam. I know. I mean, that's the one that used to get most of us, right? Well, yeah, figuratively speaking, you could tell that the market was like paused on a dime around here, in which in this case, I remember the conversations like, okay, the market is disconnecting from this harmony wave, and in order for us to get back into a trade to go short, we need the market to give us another harmony wave short. We said that exactly word by word at this point. So that idea by itself saved us from getting involved. Then the market does this. We talked about testing harmony zone number one, and it needed to hold. Well, it didn't hold. We went to harmony zone number two, then we broke it. So the idea here is what saved us from trying to get short on a continuation trade, which the market was lining itself for, but it needed to continue to prove itself and not just disconnect here, reverse into a new cloud positive, and then test the two harmony waves and break above them. That's not what you want to see from a short market. Period. So we made money by not acting here. It's been doing a lot of that, Adam. It's been doing a lot of that. So you have to kind of keep your So where's the next target for this market? The next target is 198. And it looks like we're heading toward there. And we have a harmony zone number 148 by 38 and 123 by 13. So any long here needs to have a protection above 135, meaning 135 is actually FOMC numbers. So we need to be holding above that in order for us to get to the 198. And so far, the market looks like it's doing exactly just that. That's kind of nasty V recovery that the market ends up swiping everybody out. So let's take a look at the 200 NT wrinkle. We have to keep our head on a swivel here. All right. So we're gonna look at the fact that the market put a captain setup long right here at 61, ran it up all the way to 364. So we did that number, right? Then the market comes in and sell off at 180. All right. So what are the scenarios in which we need to be aware of? Okay. Scenario number one. I mean, if they start dipping under the 135, then structurally the market is struggling. And then a potential of a complete reversal is, can manifest itself. And if that happens, then you're gonna get a break all the way down to target number two, which is 14,978. So it's critical for the market right here to close this candle higher. Otherwise, any reversal here is gonna put a switch trade short, and you're gonna get a market that's gonna flush. Okay, so that zone between 135, 145 is critical. The zone between 150, 123, 113 is critical. There you go. Yeah, we should get there, Omer. We should get there. Okay, good morning, Nicholas. Good morning. All right, so we got to that target, right? We got to that 198 target. Now the next target is going to be 223 and a half. So what is the market telling us so far from about an hour worth of trading on a Monday morning? That this market is in really tight consolidation, relatively speaking, and there's no momentum on either side. So any trades I will be taking here need to be more of a scalp than a swing trade. So we're breaking this level right here. If we start seeing anything under 160, then you're getting a disconnect between the 200 and the 100. That's what you're getting. This is really a tricky market, to be honest with you, today. All right, so how is everybody doing so far? Doing a tally up. Adam, Andrea, Brad, Hanson, James, Josiana, excuse me, Robert, Stephen, Tafita, and Umir. How are we doing today? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what else. Let me see here. I mean, that's technical damage right there. I mean, basically, what did we do? We got to glowbacks and the market disconnected. Okay. Now let's make an assumption because this is going to be a big one. What happens? What happens if we go to 124? Yeah, this is serious the way the market is behaving right now. If they close that price, man, I'm going to get short. I'm going to get short heavy. If they close this candle right here, 123, 123 is a big deal. And once we get there, I'm going to start looking for entry points on the short side. So we hit the FOMC number to the tick and bounce right back up. Even ES is cooperating with that selling pressure, and ES has been resilient to any selling pressure. I know, Frida. Very trappy market, right? You gotta. That's why whenever the market is in this zone, you just have to treat the market differently than when it's outside that zone and trending. And whenever the market is really truly in a sideways consolidation, you'll see them break slightly, come back and retest the middle of the range, break above it and come back into the middle of the range and test. So whenever you're spending the majority of the morning in this zone, you just have to scalp it and scalp it very tightly with small stops. All right, that's fine. That's fine. See, I know the level that will trigger me. The level that's going to trigger me to be active short 124 and a quarter. If they don't get to that level, I have to stay patient and wait. God damn. this is definitely a market that you want to under trade. All right, so here 74 is a critical level. Yeah. Under trade this market, guys. Under trade this market. Yeah, you want to see what's action, what's actionable. Excuse me. 123. You break 123. That's actionable on the short side. You break 75. We can start looking for scalps on the long side if that happens. That's just the only two things that's going on right now. So we're bouncing around the bottom end of the Globex band, right? So they made a high around Globex, flushed it, came back making a lower high and testing those two bands. And now if we flush under 32 into the 23, then that would be the kind of price action that I would be interested in. So far, I don't have a single trade in the market. I'm just simply gonna look for the right environment. to place a trade. That's a little bit conservative this morning, but Monday, historically, especially early in the morning, I'm not negative in my equity unless I do what I'm doing right now, which is wait later to execute till I understand this market. That's exactly a lot of sharks and rocks. I'm one of the sharks, my friend. I am the one lurking. Yeah, here we go. This is an important one, which is a captain set up long on NQ if we hit the 163 half. 63 half. So we want to see 163 half, then I want to see those 75. And if that happens, then I'm going to have to contemplate the long. If they break 123, I have to contemplate the short. Anything in between, they're not even respecting the middle of the range. They're not, they're not respecting the middle of the range. It's just a chop fest. So let's be patient. Here we go, captain setup. I mean, I could start one like right here and start. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see the pullback. I mean, any long that I have here has a stop, a couple of stops, 43 and or 36. 43, you're looking at a No, I'm not. I'm looking at, you got a captain set up on the 70 NT Renko, and I mean that is a legitimate area, but even then you're not seeing much of here we go. I don't like it. All right, I'll take a flat. I'll try it again here in a minute. If they do a switch trade, I'm gonna give it another shot here if this candle closes higher. My stop has to be like 133 right here, and should be looking for 98s. Oh, here we go. 60. They're gonna get me here. All right. Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, good for them. Okay, I took one of the contracts off to reduce risk. So we gave up about 10 points on one contract, and let's see if this thing has more room, or otherwise we're gonna have to get stopped out. Yeah, that captain setup on the 70 is not really making it. It's not producing. Here we go. I just need 60. If I get to 60, I'll be safe. I'll actually add to it. No bueno. here. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this trade. All right, let's just move on. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing here. I don't need to take a full stop. So that 70 NT Renko is just not, unless you get to that 60 level. If we get to the 60 level, then we'll talk. Yeah. It's too choppy, too choppy, too choppy. Yeah, that's not good. I may have to exit this trade as well. Let's see, 57, break 57 will be good. Can I get out? Yeah, it's just too much chop going on here. I'm just gonna have to leave this market alone, and either we break above 170 or we break under the 123 for a trade. That 70 NT Rinko is just simply not, it's just oscillating. Either they're gonna take 135 or they're gonna take the 70s. It's like yeah, I don't want to do another trade. So I mean, if they break 160, we have another captain setup on the 50 NT Rinko. I gotta get heavy there. Yeah, 160. Yeah, 161 and a quarter. That's the big number. Okay. So that's not gonna happen. So canceling that order. ES is starting to move. Okay, that's fine. That's what we need to see. Either the market does this, or now we're going to be looking for decisive shorts. And on that 40 NT Rinko, you got that captain setup and a switch trade short. So let's see how far they want to take this. You have harmony zone number 1 right here, between 148, 158. So if they get up to that level and stabilize, here we go. Just gonna take one here and take one there. And I have a stop right there. Here we go. Okay. Target is 98. I'm gonna cut my my stop to actually like right here. It's either gonna happen here or it's not. If I get stopped out at the 48, then I'm good. It's a good stop right there. And then my target is a break of 120 into the 98. And if it start doing that, then I'm gonna be adding to it along the way. So I mean, we have a big problem right here. Well, it could be a big problem. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's see if we can get to that 35. 35 is a big deal. That's the FOMC again, and if we get there, we should be speeding up. Here it comes. Took two off. I'm gonna look to add to it. I'm gonna go back and give it a little bit more room now. Actually, 55 is the room. Let's see here. All right, what is this here? 62. Okay, so 62 is actually a stop. 42, 62. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing any price action here. I mean, that's just literally no follow through whatsoever. So we made, let me see here, flat, a stop, and a stop. So three stops in a row. All right. Gonna take a 15-minute break, come back and see if we got better price action than this. mean, if we break that 128, the 128 would be a captain setup failure on the 70 plus a switch trade, and then you'll get yourself a captain setup short on the 50 NT Rinko. You have a captain setup short on the 40, and a 30 NT Rinko captain setup failure at 53. So that move, if it happened, I mean, I'll jump back in because that would be significant, and my stop would be the 70. So you see this just like whipsaw, whipsaw, whipsaw. It's not really moving. But there's a big trade going on here. I mean, it may be coming up. I just gotta be patient and not get discouraged and just continue. And not add too quickly into it either. Yeah, here it comes. 35, break 35. There'll be a captain setup on the 50 NT short on the 50 NT Rinko. Then the ads are 29s. Like I'd rather be short than long in this market. Just everything is lined up on the short side right now. It's just trying to get a good entry, and I may have to be a little bit more flexible in my stop a little bit, and maybe start small, and add and give it a little bit more room, and only add once it starts working. 35, 35. Yeah, start breaking 35. I'm gonna get involved. Then 28 is another ad, and we could go from there. ES is starting to move on the short side. The 50 NT Rinko needs a break below 25. am I doing here? Yeah, that's just the captain setup. Okay. too much fucking noise. Yep. 60, 50, 38. Too much noise. Too much noise in this market. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's just simply no follow through in this market, and I'm gonna stay away from it. I gave it enough time early in the morning to where we could be in a position for a continuation trade and a break below that 100. And every time we get to that level or close to it, they do this fading pattern. That doesn't mean it's not gonna go. It just means that the price is just spending so much time doing this noisy level for me to be effective in it. So a couple of things got to happen here. Either we break 200 or we break the 100. Anything in between them, I'm not going to participate in. I'm just going to let it either break above that range or break below that range, and then play that game. I mean, we tried it multiple times here. It just wouldn't go. Can't argue with the market. I cannot argue with this market. It's going to do what it wants to do. Yeah, the 135 is the key. And preferably you need to break 137 to be exact. I mean, they put a captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko. I mean, that's what that last trade that I had here was all about. It's okay. Take my stops. Tomorrow's another day. Here you go. There you go. And that's what we wanted to see, right? It's just that meant that I would have had to kind of sit through a little bit more. I mean, ultimately, this 200 NT Renko, and it tested harmony zone number one and harmony zone number two. That's basically what happened here. Which means that my stop needed to continue to stay right above harmony zone number two and take on a bigger trade or bigger stop in order for me to capture this move right here. Let's see if we can find an entry point, but the shorts are decisive here. All right, here comes the shorts, or my short right there, and I'm gonna take a short right here and add to it up there. That's a double captain setup short, so let's see. I know, no shit, huh? Uh, here it goes. There it goes. Par for the course today. It's just not happening. I mean, the target is 100 and lower to target number 3, which is 70. That's really the target on this one. Okay, we hit our target. The next target is 66. I mean, you get to 72. I'm gonna take one out. Just take one out. I'll take two out. I need to hold on to this trade till we get to that target right here. That would be a big trade. I may jump back in here in a second if that 95 closes. Ah, here we go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Pay me. Pay me. We're already up to $4,000 on this trade. I'm up $4,000 on this trade and I'm taking it out. Let's go. Okay, so that's the majority of it. Then I'm gonna go break even. And that's it. We're just gonna hold on to it right here. It's all these stops that I had there were just trying to get short, but it kept getting stopped out on small stops. But just hold on to one good solid trade and it pays it all off and then some. I think we made like $5,000 on this trade. Yeah. Yeah, we made what is that, 4 or 5 grand on that trade. See, what made it a solid trade is just I added to it as it was moving in my direction. I mean, right here was within that trade, then right here sold, right here sold. And that's how this day is turning around. It was ugly for a while, but it's within my stops tolerance. And that one trade right here made it all the way back up and then some. So going back to this, because the minute the market made a lower high on the 200 NT Rinko and made that one candle reversal, I needed to be short in that candle, granted that we don't go and close above 98. That was the big picture here. Well, the issue was with the way the market was behaving. It was just simply, it, you know it gets into a range, you get into the trade and they run it up toward that level. And I think I got in a little bit too heavy too early, and then I kind of was forced to get out of these trades, and it was just one after the other. So the idea in essence is a solid idea. Just get short this market. You should be biased toward the short because the 200 was short. The 100 NT Rinko was getting in and out of being in sync. then he's just, I think the approach that I needed to kind of be in tune, it's very specific to today's behavior, is I needed to stay with one to maximum two contracts and just let the noise work itself out. And once the market does what it just did, just add to it. uh Josina, yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow's a good time. Tomorrow's a good time. So look, I mean, we literally covered it at the target. Now they're coming up to it and they're gonna close it. Then we're gonna have another rotation. Then the flush will continue. Here it comes. It hit it. Next target is 15,048 and a half. George, Stephen, the show is never retraced it to the Harmony Cloud. So how did you know to enter? Are you talking about which entry? Because there's a bunch of entries here. So you got that entry here, which is, come on now. I mean, what kind of market we're dealing with here? You got a captain setup, switch trade, ends up being in another captain setup. Whenever you have two captain setups, like one positive, one negative right here, you almost always have a flush short. And they reverse it, but the weakness was there. I mean, I didn't like this even slightly. I really didn't. But I knew that 135 has to kind of hold, or otherwise my stop is 148 and I have to be out of that trade. So I got in, and then when the market reversed here, I added to it. Okay. Then when the market gave me a harmony wave short and they broke that captain setup, then my entry as an add to that, I mean, I didn't add that much. I added just one right here. Then you got the flush. So I covered on target number 2, and what I was trying to do, and the market kind of moved quickly, is on that one candle reversal switch trade, I was trying to get in at 93.5. They filled me at 85. Just slippage. I posted an order as a sell offer, and the market already have moved down that quickly. But whatever. So I got into that one and covered in right at the target before this move. And now you're getting a continuation pattern of it. But those are the ads, and those are the reasons for the ads. Okay, good job. Josiana. Good job, Josiana. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. I mean, that's it for me. It's 11:11. It's a positive day. Was a rough morning initially. Really was not. It took me a minute to get in sync with this market. We'll do this again tomorrow. Yeah, warm up. I don't want to see that kind of warm up happen again. I don't want to be, taking a bigger drawdown just to find the day. That's what I'm telling you. Mondays, I have to spend a lot of time with the market, really, to get in sync with it. And the longer I spend with it, the more in sync I become. Anyway, good day, positive day, and we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Sometimes the market is going to punch you in the face, right? More like you punch yourself in the face, really, be honest with you. But you can't get discouraged. You cannot lose focus. And you just simply just kind of keep carrying on reading the market and understanding it, because you're always one good trade away from making your day a very healthy positive. And if you keep thinking like that, then you're not discouraged by the reality of trading. And the reality of trading is you may go through a sequence of 2 3 trades in a row where you just stop, 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 and you're scratching your heads like, oh man, there's too much pain, let me just walk away from it. And in reality, all you got to do is just keep reading the market, because you're closer to that big winner. All right, guys. Adios. See you on the next one.